It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll find Gabriel Davis.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Fields.
Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. In motion left is Watkins. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now here's Mahomes.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Musgrave, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Now Fields. Got his man, it's Warren.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A handoff for Warren.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Christian Watson.
31 yards.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And running with power here.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were...
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Trey Benson with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the give, it's Warren.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Back to throw. Fields. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
On the run, it's Warren.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Fields.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Warren is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Warren will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Flush, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st down, right back to Benson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Luke Musgrave,
his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Cook now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Out of the gun, Fields.
Dancing to his left. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Fields.
This ball down the field for Pitts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Davis.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
To the air again, Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Giants 17.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. People are getting paid. People are chasing chicks.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Powering his way forward. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mahomes going to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Working from the gun, Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quez Watkins, 58 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Folk for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's Fields.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Back to throw, Fields.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Jaylen Warren.
32 yards.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
In motion goes the tight end.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Watkins in motion left.
Mahomes now to throw.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They got 29 yards that time.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
In motion, the tight end.
They run over center with Benson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Moore, the motion man.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Benson.
And they needed two. They could only get one. 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it. Here's Benson.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll run with Benson.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. In motion left is Watkins. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
George Pickens
From 8 yards out.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Fields now to throw.
Being chased out left.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Here's Fields.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
The Giants on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
Now it's Fields.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get this to Elliott.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Warren will try the right side.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Warren.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Jaylen Warren
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And who's got it? The Giants! A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
Open man here is Benson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw, Mahomes.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Luke Musgrave.
35 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
All eyes on Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for a Cowboy.
To throw is Mahomes.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And this is taken in at the 5. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
George Pickens with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Dallas, they can...
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipes. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. We don't pay to be verified, we just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. To me like an athlete, she took with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know.